neighbor.
Welcome to the capital city of your state, Ibadan, the city which lays host to Nigeria's first skyscraper, testimonies to its ancient economic and political development.
Welcome to our home, which lays host to not just Nigeria's premier university, but to most of Nigeria's finest minds.
Welcome to our citadel, where the goal is to be a world-class institution geared towards enacting societal change and academic excellence.
Join us as we take you on this journey of love, entrepreneurship, and everything between. I am Abel Uche.
I am Olaomi Ogunkunle.
I am Odunto Olua.
I am Adegbibo Oluwadele.
And my name is Adagwana Glory Olua. And together we are
Enactus University of Ibadan. Walking through the streets of Ibadan on a random Monday morning, the number of child beggars you would most likely see is exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or imagine. Little wonder, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, in 2019 stated that Oyo State has almost 40% of its child population as illiterate. These statistics are even scarier, knowing that UNICEF also explicitly states that 1 in every 5 children that are out of school in the world is a Nigerian child, totaling about 10.5 million Nigerian children between the delicate ages of 5 and 14.
We couldn't fold our hands and watch our nation's future on the streets aimlessly. Something needed to be done. Indeed, something was done. In response to challenges we fight on this same platform last year, we announced the maiden edition of our project, which we called Renegade. This project, in line with the Sustainable Development Goals 1 and 4, is aimed at taking out of school children back to school. And last year, we started with 16 children. We did this by taking children who fit into our selection criteria from rural communities of Sango, Imeti, Ode, Mokoda, and many areas of Ibadan, in partnership with the Nigerian Police Force, the community leaders, and the market heads of these selected communities.
Initially, we enrolled them at preparatory schools where they were taught refresher classes on life basis, having prior knowledge that they had engaged in some unthinkable things to survive, which had messed with their mentality and psychology. We then proceeded to enroll them in schools closest to their locations and followed up consistently.
In this Enactus year, we commenced the project Learn Again 2.0. What did we do differently?
From our highly esteemed ivory tower, we journeyed into this rural community to find out why there's still a large and ever-increasing number of out-of-school children, which ultimately became the bedrock of our project this year.
Here's what we found. 1. The communities themselves do not really see the value of child education. Little wonder, ignorance creates a cycle of illiteracy, and illiteracy, poverty, and poverty, underdevelopment.
2. Many of these children were on the street because their parents were unemployed and could not afford the fees. Hence, they did unthinkable things to survive, and education was not a priority.
We knew we could solve this using entrepreneurial actions. Hence, Project Learn Again 2.0 is not just about educating out-of-school children, but solving the challenge of parental unemployment as well as community perception on education.
We conducted a crowdfunding exercise on our social media pages and were able to raise 600,000 naira as well as the 400,000 naira grant gotten from the Access Bank's House Leadership Challenge in 2019. These funds were carefully used in the execution of our project. How?
1. We knew we had to get more children off the streets. Hence, we reached to our host communities and used our pre-existing relationships to identify children who fit into our criteria of having previously attended schools but dropped out due to financial needs.
We organized awareness programs in these host communities on the importance of education and its value in the 21st century. These one-day events housed community leaders, market women, and participants in this rural community. This program was able to effectively solve the challenge of negative perception of education in these areas. 3. We met with the parents of these children who were mostly their mothers, and after sessions and interviews of finding out their skill set and little businesses we could set up for them to finance their startup and set them on a path to greatness.
You may ask, how is this even entrepreneurial? Is our project even sustainable? Yes, We did not just empower these mothers and let them go. We organized training sessions on financial literacy, mechanisms to keep their businesses running, as well as maximizing profits.
Next, we had them sign a memorandum of understanding in which they had to pay back 10% of their monthly profits into the Enactus University of Ibadan's account. Now, an average earner like Mom Mad, who we empowered and now buys cassava to process into fufu, earns about 20,000 naira monthly. She pays back 2,000 naira into the Enactus account. These figures expect to multiply within the coming months, and funds gotten from this will be used to finance the education of our next set of students.
Summarily, we sent the children to school. We set up businesses for their parents, who in turn will pay us 10% of the profits made, which we intend using in educating the next generation of students. We have broken the cycle of ignorance and poverty and replaced it with one of education using entrepreneurial action. Here is a testimony.
Gbogbo nǹkan tí mo fi kúrò ní school nítorí pé kò sí owó ní ọwọ́ àwọn òbí mi. Wọ́n wá sọ wípé àwọn ilé tó kó mi bá lọ dáadáa. Àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ mi wá sọ wípé kí n má wá school mọ́, wípé kí n má lọ, wípé kí n lọ wá sí ìlú mi. Ọmọ ilé wọn ó dẹ̀ mú àwọn ìkejì wá sí àdúgbò wa. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mú wa wá sí ibùdó pé tí a lè mọ̀ wá sí ilé ẹ̀sìn àkàsọ́ pé a lè mọ̀ wá lẹ́sìn. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn. Gbogbo nǹkan tán dẹ̀ ti kọ́ wa sí inú mi dẹ̀ dùn sí gbogbo nǹkan tó kọ́ wa.
Mi lè kábàámọ̀ láyé lágbára àwọn ọmọ mi náà lè tẹ̀lé kábàámọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run àti àwọn ọmọ náà ṣe kiri máa tó máa lọ tẹ̀síwájú tó máa ṣe kiri tó máa bá àwọn ọmọ mi lórí ìsìn àwọn ẹ̀dá tẹ̀sí fún olówó ìwọ yóò máa rọ àpòyún náà sì lé gbẹ àwọn tẹ̀sí fún olówó ilé ìsìn tó wá dúdú sí pẹ̀lú ògùn Ọlọ́run yóò dúró yóò dìgbà máwọn náà lọ lágbára.
University of Ibadan.
Economically, we have directly impacted the lives of 16 children who are now students, 10 mothers who are now entrepreneurs, and 5 communities with over 6,000 residents who now know better. Not just that, from the survey of these children's report cards, it was discovered that over 70% of these children were among the top 5 students in their respective classes, while the remaining 30% scored comfortably above average. This is a positive indication for a brighter tomorrow.
At Enactus University of Ibadan, today our heads to shake, knowing that our children no longer run the streets and their mothers no longer beg to eat, and our society is better equipped.
We understand that collaboration is a core value at Enactus, and successful projects do not exist alone. Hence, we collaborated with Ibadan's Entrepreneurs Network, who are responsible for training our mothers on financial literacy. Access Bank PLC is also a notable sponsor of our project. We also collaborated with Skill Engine, a non-governmental organization aimed at equipping students with skills needed in the 21st century. They were responsible for teaching our children on the preparatory classes as well as how to harness their skills to make money.
On this stage last year, we announced that we had successfully taken 16 children back to school, and within the next year, we expect that these numbers would have at least doubled. In this Enactus year, we generated a revenue of 47,500 naira from the women's businesses before collection was stopped due to the coronavirus pandemic.
We have wiped the words that once told of brotherly stories of poverty, illiteracy, and unemployment. We replaced them with explanations of academic excellence, job creation, and social entrepreneurship.
Our site completely transforming the lives of 26 people. We have given to families stability where there was uncertainty, and to communities financial peace through the cause of unity.
Our project, in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 1, 2, 4, 8, 10, and 17, is solving the challenge of no poverty, zero hunger, quality education, decent work and economic growth, reduced inequalities in partnership from those. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the product of 80 Enactus students, over 2,300 volunteer hours, with a product of unprecedented impact. And this has been our journey of love, entrepreneurship, and everything in between.